should you scout for Avery and Galarian Slowking? Is he any good? Well, guys, he is a psychic type field sync pair. And we do not have any psychic type field sync pairs yet for their main roles. This is the very first one with the main role of field. But then we have a sync pair that shares similar inverted EX role, and that is Anniversary May, who is a tech sync pair with an EX role of field. So this one is a field sync pair with an EX role of tech. So those are technically the same except for the raise stats. But anyway, guys, if you're looking for something really, really new, well, we're looking at the sprint and field combination, which we will discuss in the next video, but nothing really crazy about this combination. He is a psychic, or rather, he is a Pokefair. And as a Pokefair, you have a 10% chance of getting a random 5-star with a 2% chance of getting him. And the moment you get him, you get 4 5-star power-ups, custom power-ups you can give, or rather, you can give to anyone. And you get 4 Tech Roll Cake coins. And I guess there are more Tech Sync pair, or rather Sync pairs that have the Tech EX roll. You can decide to give that, you need 20 to exchange for a Tech Roll Cake. You can give this to him, or give this to any other Sync pair who has a Tech EX roll unlockable. But that aside, let's talk about his kit right now. And take note of his really high special attack stat. If you give him the EX roll as well as 6-star EX him, that will go way up to 500 something. And in terms of attacks, well, he has 1 target psychic type attack, Eerie Spell, 4 move gauge, really expensive. You have Galar Analysis, which is, gives you a Galar Circle, as well as raises everyone's special moves up next effect. You can just read that for yourself. But it raises everyone's special attacks, as well as your special sync moves are going to be powered up. It will power up your special sync moves by a maximum of 40% depending on how many Galar sync pairs you have, and a maximum reduction of special attacks and special sync move damage from the opponent of up to 14%. You have a buddy move, which is Classy Chili Reception, which will only trigger or activate if you have a circle activated. Could be Galar Special Circle, could be Hoenn Circle, could be, Kanto Circle, Johto Circle, whatever circle, as long as there's a circle applied to the allied field of play, you can use Classy Chili Reception. And what this does is that it will always hit. It hits every single opponent. It lowers every single opponent's defense, special defense, and evasiveness -3. It causes a hailstorm. And then jumping up, you have hail immunity, which means you will not be damaged. You and your allies will not be damaged from hailstorm. And passive skill number 2, if there's hail, you will reduce physical attack damage received by you and your allies. Physical attack, not special attack damage from the opponent. But then Galar Analysis, Galar Circle, will reduce the special damage you receive, and the hail will reduce the physical damage you receive. Take note of that. And then it also applies this no stat increases effect to the opponents. So the opponent cannot raise their stats for a while, and then you will have the status damage or status reduction defense applied to your field of play, which means the opponents cannot lower your stats. And then if you have any lowered stats, it will just bring them back to normal, bring them back to 0. If you have -6 defenses, -6 attack, or anything like that, it just brings it back up to 0. ESP is your trainer move, and that will, you can use this on an ally. You can only use this once. It raises that ally's special attack +4 and maximizes their critical hit rate, as well as gives that ally regen. So you can use this on yourself. You can use this on any ally. Now, all of these 3 Pokefairs that are coming have max moves. And this one has Max Mindstorm, which turns the field into Psychic Terrain, or Max Guard, which gives you a damage guard reduction to the allied field of play. And your sync move, since this is a field sync pair, If you use your sync move, if you have him 6-star EX, it will bring in Psychic Terrain before, or once you use your sync move, and that sync move is going to be powered up by Psychic Terrain immediately. And this Psychic Terrain is going to be quite extended. So, what is the benefit of bringing? As you might see over here, you have a Circle Setter, you have a Hailstorm Setter, you have a Psychic Terrain Setter. What is the purpose? Well, you have set, allied, or entire field effect, free move next 9. Once you have created any field effect, you will get a free move next effect. Your next move is gonna be free. Which now that I'm reading this, I'm kind of disappointed that it only triggers once per field effect you create. At first, I read this as long as there's a field effect in the allied field of play, and then you attack the opponent, you're gonna get a free move next every single time. But I read wrong, and it only gives you a free move next effect once you set the field, once you set the field terrain, which is still very expensive for this sync pair with a 4 move gauge attack, and his speed stat is not exactly that high at 296. But then again, you can bring in Psychic Terrain twice, Max Mindstorm, as well as your sync move is gonna bring in Max, Psychic Terrain, and then a Psychic type sync pair bringing in Hail. That's kind of sus, but he brings it, as well as brings you a Galar Circle, or Galar Special Circle. So yeah, I guess this is a nice sync pair, but I'm not too crazy about this sync pair. Let's take a look at his kit. Well, he has a Lucky Cookie, max move, special boost 1. Once you use your max move, you'll have a special moves up next effect +1. Not really that crazy for me. 1 out of 5, you get clear-headed. 2 out of 5, you get a lot. First time half HP, you bring in Hail. After you have reached half HP, you bring in Hail. Interesting. Circle attack move damage reduction 2, reduces damage, whether it's physical attack or special attack, to the user when you are hit when there's a circle. Okay. Circle HP recovery 1. Okay. Classy Chili Reception move gauge refresh 9, but then you can only use this once anyway, nothing crazy. Eerie Spell move gauge refresh 3, I think this is very significant over here. ESPMP refresh 2, so that you can raise another ally special attack stat, raise that ally's critical hit rate, give that ally regen. I guess that's good. Heavy Hail 2 powers up your sync move if there's a hailstorm by 20%. Natural Remedy. Precognition 2. Quick Cure, super duper effective 1. Only 1. That's quite low. Only 10% increase in your normal attack damage. Unflappable, and then at the bottom, there's not enough space. There's so many tiles for 2 out of 5. Weird Recovery 1. If there's Psychic Terrain, every single time you attack the opponent, you get to recover a little bit of HP. Okay. 3 out of 5. Better Prepared 3. If the opponent has no raise stats, you get to power up your normal attacks by 30%. But what if the opponent has any raise stats anymore? You cannot bring them down. Except for those stats that we have discussed with Classy Chili Reception. Unless you want to use that as your first move. But then I doubt. Brain Power, the higher special attack stat is, the stronger sync move is going to be. Galar Analysis, move gauge or MP refresh, Galar Special Circle Extension, Hail Alert 5 to extend your Hail. Hail team moves up 2. If you have Hail's, stronger attack from your sync pairs. Max Countdown 2. I guess I like this because for Clara, I think her Max Countdown 2 is at 4 out of 5, or was it 5 out of 5? So Max Countdown 2 for Avery at 3 out of 5 is good. Max Mindstorm power plus 100 and Elegant Psychic Beam power plus 25. Okay. I mean, he has a few multipliers. He has Brain Power. He has the Galar Special Circle. He has Heavy Hail too. But that's about it. Plus, the Psychic Terrain will power up her, attacks. Her sync moves, I guess. 4 out of 5. We got hit Attack down and special attack down to 9. Okay, this is good. The moment you attack an opponent, you get to lower their attack and special attack stat -1. But then, with that 4 move gauge attack, that's quite expensive. Impervious, your stats cannot be lowered, and 5 out of 5, as Pokefairs have 4 out of 5 and 5 out of 5. Max move hit, team special defense down 2 when you use your max move. Every single opponent's special defense will go down -2. Okay. And then set allied entire field effect special boost up 1/9. When you bring in a field effect anyway, you will give every one of your allies special moves up next effect. And you can bring in field effects quite a lot of times with this sync pair. So I'm not sure if I appreciate special boost up 1, maybe up to 9 might be better for this sync pair. That is it. I mean, we have a lot of psychic terrain setters in the game. If you're looking for a psychic terrain setter, I don't know if I want Avery. I mean, yes, you can boost any allies you want with ESP. Probably, you know, if you want to... I'm trying to think of a good psychic type that does not exactly boost their own stats quickly. So Jack can boost his stats quite quickly, but if you prefer to boost Jack up quicker, maybe bring in Jack, bring in Avery. You know, Avery brings in the psychic terrain, gives everyone the special moves up next. You give ESP to Jack, raise his critical hit rate immediately, raise his special attack immediately, and then, you know, the Galar special circle, even though Jack is Paldean, is still gonna benefit from the increased special moves, or rather, the special attack increase or the sync move increase. And who else? Well, Bianca can definitely benefit from ESP, but then Bianca is a psychic terrain setter. If you want Anniversary May, yes, you have to use special moves, you know, X special attack all, which she has. And if you want to make it faster, and you can use Avery for that. Plus, Avery can deduct the opponent's special defense stat. Yes, I guess can benefit from that. But aside from that, nothing for me. 4 move gauge user. It's a really weird sync pair. But I guess I can give him a rating of, I don't know. Tell me if you agree with me, but nothing crazy about this sync pair. I'd rate him a 7. I'm pretty generous about my ratings. I normally rate my sync pairs 8, 8.5 or something. This for me is a 7 because of how nothing really crazy about this sync pair, I guess. There are ways to make the sync pair work, but with the psychic sync pairs that we have right now, unless there's another psychic high score event, which we already had. Is there any reason why you want to swap out your current psychic types? Jack is very strong. You know, Anniversary May is very strong. Signasuit Steven is very strong. Lucian is a very good special defense debuffer. Bianca is a very good psychic terrain setter. There are other things. There are other sync pairs that I'm missing out on my head right now. It's not working. But is he someone that you will replace your psychic team with? Let me know in the comment section. But, you know, if he's your favorite, why not? Scout for him. I'm gonna scout for him anyway, even if he's not my favorite, because that's my job. And I kind of don't like it. I wish this game would end so I can stop spending money on this game. Hiya! But, that's it. If you want to help me out with my expenses, as well as my Animal Flow mentorship, give me something at coffee.com/splgum. I would highly appreciate that. Or become a member of my channel. Click on the join button down below and join these people. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. But then, that's it. Next video, we'll talk about the very first sprint field combination. And I cannot wait for that sync pair, which is this one. So, wait for this. I'll see you in the next video. Rawr.